I'm just curious if I got played or not. Because I was hungry, right? So I went down to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Right? I was like, yo, I'm gonna get some chicken, right? I didn't know that they close at 10 o'clock. And so I get there 5 minutes before they close. I didn't know what time they close. I don't usually eat fried chicken. Uh, Kentucky Fried Chicken, I usually cook it myself, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hungry. I don't feel like cooking. That's what fast food is for, right? So I'm like, cool. Fire up the whip, go down there, and nothing but black people in there. But, I don't look at it like there's nothing but black people in there, as in workers in there. There's some other people who are sitting in there eating. I think they were Latinos. And, I didn't even realize they're about to close. So I'm like looking at the menu, and nobody's helping me yet. I'm waiting, I'm waiting. People see me, but nobody's helping me yet. And then young man comes up. He's like, "Did you make up your mind yet?" And I was like, yeah. And he said, "Please don't say you want chicken." I'm like, "This is Kentucky Fried Chicken." He's like, uh, "Because we're out of chicken." And I'm like, "What you mean you're out of chicken?" He's like, "I think we got some, chicken fingers back there." Yeah, something like that. And I was like, "Well, what you mean?" He said, "Well, we're about to close in 5 minutes." So we ran out of chicken. And I was like, okay, I guess that's understandable. But I'm still disappointed because I really had some chicken on my mind. Like, I was like, I'm about to slam on that three. Peace, I finished. But he was like, no, we ain't got no chicken. So I'm like, oh, man. So he's like, I think we got chicken finger. I was like, all right, I'll take those. And then he was like, looking at the back. He's like, oh, man, we ain't got none of those either. Then he was like, listen, man, we can get you some popcorn chicken or something like that. I was like, you know what, man, I'll just take what you got. But and then the manager dude came up and he was like, cool, brother. And he was like, yeah, we stop cooking chicken at 8:30 or whatever. He said that's when we put our last batch in. He said because we don't want to have a bunch of chicken left over and then we have to throw it away. And he was like, corporate tells us to do that. He's like, so you got to talk to them. I said, all right, man. I'm not that type of customer. I'm not gonna make a freak out, type of deal. I'm not gonna lose it. I was like, this is not a good look for y'all though. I was like, is this? And then I was like, is this the way it is for all Kentucky Fried Chicken? And they was just like, yeah, that's the way it is. We stopped cooking at 8:30, and I was like, I never heard of such a thing. I was like, but I don't eat here that there's like, okay, but yeah, that's what we do. He said, my advice, come in here like before 9 o'clock if you want to get some chicken. Uh, and I was like, that does make logical sense. I told him I used to work in food service, so I get it. I get it. Excuse me. And sorry, I had to sneeze. We used to throw away a lot of food at the end of the night. And I used to be upset about that because, you got a lot of people who are hungry, but that's how America is. So he's like, we trying to save, and not throw away all that chicken. So there's a woman, back there too, and she's, works there. So the young man tells the woman or whatever, he was like, the young man who's helping me, he's like, do you want a side or anything like that? I was like, can I get a mashed potato? He was like, small or large. And I was just like, small is fine. I'll take a mashed. So I'm thinking I'm about to eat popcorn chicken and some mashed, kartoffeln, which is potato, you know, large potato. But I was like, a small is fine, right? So she comes up. She has the food in the bag. She hands me the bag. And he's about to ring me up. And she's like, do you got a dollar? So I was like, yeah, so I gave her the dollar. They was like, that's, you paid for it, a dollar instead of charging me for a large potato, which I didn't know was in there, large mashed potato. So I get it, I head out to the car. I'm still thinking I'm about to get some chicken. Popcorn chicken, chicken fingers, three-piece chicken, something. I'm thinking this is Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I'm about to taste some chicken somewhere. I get my stuff. I get in the car. My taste buds is like, yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, I get in the doggone car, and she had cookies in there with mashed potatoes and gravy. No chicken at all. No popcorn chicken. No chicken finger. No chicken little. No chicken McNuggets. No. I got no chicken whatsoever. I wanted, I wanted some chicken so bad. Oh, they had none. It was completely gone, all of it, all the chicken. Never heard of such a thing in my whole life. I've worked in restaurants, and yeah, we run out of food, but not out of the major entree that we're cooking. Uh, and we have like none of that entree in any variety. They had not one type of chicken in the whole doggone store. I was like, I said, man, y'all should have put a sign before I left. I said, man, y'all should have a sign or something like we run out of chicken at a certain time. But when I got out to the car, my disappointment just went up 3 levels. It started off with the we ain't got no chicken. Then I was like, because I told him, I said, I'm disappointed. Then when they hit, when it's like, oh, we ain't got no chicken fingers, I was like, okay, I'm disappointed again. But I'm thinking I'm about to get some popcorn chicken because he keeps offering me stuff that he doesn't have. And so when I get out to the car, I'm thinking, okay, after all of that, I've got some popcorn chicken and it's all good. None! None at all! No. I just had a rant about that, about God loves you.